UFC 281. We cannot wait. I know you cannot wait.
Yes.
Like, subscribe, comment, tell us what you think, tell us what you want us to do, what you want us to talk about. Let's go. And it'll be fourth or fifth round. I think. I don't know. And if it is,
Or just a 3-round fight, Sas.
oh my word.
Welcome back to Fighting Out of Cape Town.
Overtime!
It's gonna be very, very long.
Get close to that title.
Yo, welcome back to Fighting Out of Cape Town. It's your boy Zaz.
Vicious.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? So today we are bringing you the UFC 282 preview. Ooh, Vishen.
Let's go.
The first fight we'll speak about because it's an honorary fight.
Yes.
Because it's an honorary person.
Yes.
Cameron Simon. He obviously had there was a fight cancellation, well, a pull-out from his opponent, and he's subsequently got a new opponent. Vichy, would you like to inform us about Cameron Simon's new fight update?
Cameron Simon, MSP.
Most savage player.
Most savage player.
English, if you know the Afrikaans version. Please comment down, tell us what it is.
The man comes in with a 6-0 record. He is from Team CIT, of course he is. He is from the land of South Africa.
There you go.
And he is an exciting fighter to look out for. He is coming up against Stephen Obi-Wan Shinobi the Pillow Kozlov.
What a nickname.
What a nickname. Amazing nickname. This man is also 6-0 and he is from the land of the USA. He fights out of 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu, Jacksonville. Not the California one, not Eddie Bravo. Not that one, but affiliated, so that's interesting.
Maybe he thinks the earth is round.
Maybe, hopefully.
Anyways, so somebody's always got to go.
Somebody's always got
Obviously,
to go.
we don't have much information on Kozlov, and so it's going to be difficult to speak on that. But obviously, Cameron Simon, just a shout out to him and everything that they're doing at Team CIT. We obviously back you. We understand how good your feet is. We understand how good your hands is.
Yeah.
We understand that grappling and BJJ is of a high level. So the future, or MSP, most savage player, or
Masapos.
Masapos. Either way, go get it. Go get this one for us. Let's go, South Africa.
Let's go,
baby. 7-0. Okay, Vichy. Moving on to the main card, as always. Our first fight to open the night of UFC 282 on the main card.
Yes, sir. What is it?
Is none other. It's a featherweight fight. None other than Bryce Thug Nasty Mitchell versus Ilia Topuria. What are your thoughts?
Thug Nasty, the man who thinks the earth is flat. Calling out Joe Rogan in recent weeks. The man who is gonna call his fight this weekend, by the way. That's gonna be interesting. Thug Nasty hasn't lost since 2018 in the Ultimate Fighter, coming off 3 decisional wins against Barboza, Andre Fili, and Charles Rosen. Wow. Definitely a submission specialist. This man can take you to the ground. He can put you in a triangle.
Or tornado.
Or tornado or a twister. Whichever one you want to call it. He does the work on the ground.
Twisty.
And he's fighting Ilia Topuria's 3 wins via knockout in his last 3. However, before joining the UFC, he's considered a submission specialist.
Yes, sir.
So, he has come into the UFC and started knocking people out. And he can take it to the ground. So, this is going to be a nice one.
This is going to be an interesting one. Vichy, who you got and how?
I got Bryce Mitchell in the second via a simple but complicated Yannick joke.
Nice. Okay, look, for me, how I see this bout going, it's a tough one. Bryce Mitchell, obviously, as you really well summed up, so good overall, as well as Ilia Topuria. There's also bad blood between these two. That been going. It's been Twitter wars between the two of these guys for quite a while, for quite some time. So it's actually finally materializing. There's a lot that goes on, but Anyways, so Bryce Mitchell versus Ilia Topuria. Oh my word, it's going to be insane. These are two sick fighters. They are serious contenders for this division. Ilia Topuria is a really big guy, and that's my concern for Bryce Mitchell. It's the size of Topuria and the way he throws those hooks. It's very Paddy the Baddy like.
Yes.
And those are the ones that hurt you, and that's where it seemed to, like, you know, he's getting finding his form with that, and he's stocky and thick. He's got obviously great hands, great feet. Oof, Ilia Topuria is a problem. He's a problem. Bryce Thug Nasty, I think the world of this guy. I really do. I'm a special subscriber. I got his mixtape before you all got his mixtape.
Oh shit.
Yep, I'm part of the emailing list. Thug Nasty.
Top nice.
But I don't agree with everything he says, obviously. And he says some offensive shit.
Yeah.
But I'm not one to judge. I think you should be who you want to be, and I'm glad that he has the, you know, the foresight to be himself. So just do you. I don't have a problem with him. You know, I'm a big fan of the good things he does do and things I like. So Bryce Mitchell, I'm not a fan currently of the shape that he's in. Does not look in the best shape for me, and he's such a good fighter, scrappy fighter. He's good at the science, the art of fighting. He's a farm boy, so he does a lot of that work, so he's going to be strong. But I'm going to go Ilia Topuria with a knockout.
I just realized what I said, and I want to take it back.
Oh shit!
I just realized that Ilia Topuria is 12-0. He hasn't lost, and he's gonna knock the shit out of Bryce Mitchell.
Look, let's see. I like the reverse on that. Okay, Vichy, have you noticed the cap I'm wearing?
Yes, sir.
Do you perhaps know what big sporting event happened this past weekend?
The rugby.
Oh, do you know who and what happened in the rugby?
We moved England.
Oh!
As we
Say that
always
again.
do. We moved England.
Love it, absolutely love it. And obviously, on the squad, the next fight is our very own Dricus du Plessis versus the English Darren Till. And just like in the rugby, I expect some demolishing. Demolishing. So I won't say much more than that. And it over to Vichy. Who wins and how?
Who wins and how? Look, I think Dricus most likely takes this one. Look, it's very awkward, very funny style. I don't know how to interpret it. It's gonna be very hard for Darren Till to really understand what's going on. And I think, you know what, he can knock you out, he can submit you, Dricus can do it all, he can do everything that is expected of him. One thing to consider though, this is the first time we will see Darren Till fight after training with Khamzat Chimaev.
Beautiful.
So will he adapt his game? Will he be able to change it up? Will we see Darren Till taking him to the ground maybe?
Remember Darren Till did BJJ in Brazil?
He did do BJJ in Brazil. He's also we all know he's got that kickboxing ability.
Wow.
Amazing.
Amazing talent.
However, he comes off 4 out of 5 losses, 1 out of 3 wins in the middleweight division. So my belief is Dricus with a TKO.
Ooh.
In the first round.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Lovely. Vichy, my synopsis of this fight, Darren Till is so talented. He's so good. He has it all. He has everything, literally. He's so fast. Genuinely, he's so explosive. And he's a really good fighter. And he's there, he's present. He's got amazing stand-up. He's very hard to reach. It's very hard to kick him. He's got very good kicks, very good knees. He's very good at staying on the outside and exploding in. Dricus is very susceptible to standing there and being in the same line to be hit. But that's also what Dricus wants. He wants you to think that, he wants you to feel that, because his preferred style, in my opinion, is to counter punch. And so he'll make all those rigid, stuttery movements that you don't pick up on his actual rhythm, and he changes it up so sporadically all the time. He's so smart, and he actually wants to bait you so that you will come forward and he can find his angle and explode on you. And Dricus is a huge guy. I don't know if many people know that Darren Till is big, and he comes down to, and he does, he fights middleweight. Dricus is gonna be. I think he's Dental's in for a surprise when you see how big Dricus is. I'm gonna go Dricus by knockout. I think in the third. I think he's gonna weigh him down. I think he'll be in the third.
Okay, nice.
Okay, Richie.
Yes, sir.
Third fight on the main card. Welterweight fight between Robbie Lawler versus Santiago Ponzinibbio.
Ponzinibbio, what a fantastic surname.
And name.
And name. Look, Santiago is coming out of 3 out of 5 losses. He's lost to Michel Pereira,
Yeah.
he lost to Jeff Neal, and he lost to Li Jingliang.
Tough fighters.
Really good fighters. Most of his fights either in KO or decision. So I think, coming up against somebody like Robbie Lawler, we know what he can do when he gets into his vibe, when he gets into that mad place.
Robbie Neutron.
No.
Robbie Neutron.
Look, I say that, however, my man has also only got 1 out of 5. He is at the age of 40 years old. This easily could be the retirement fight for Robbie. But he's also coming up against a 36-year-old Santiago. So I think this is going to be the fight that people think are going to be bored. It's going to be boring, but it's not going to be boring.
Nope.
It's not, and that's why it's on the main card. That's why it's the third fight on the main card. It's going to be a banger.
100%. Who you got and how?
I think I have Santiago by decision.
Nice. Okay, so for me personally, I see this fight. Obviously, you summed up really well. Robbie Neutron, Lawler, the legend. Oh, what a guy! What a guy! The Michael Chandler
Of the welterweight division.
Of the welterweight division of the previous era. And still fighting to this day. He's a brawler, he's a Lawler, and he's lawless. And every time I see his name on a card, I get excited. Genuinely. So I can't wait to see him fight, because he's either going to knock someone out or get knocked out.
Yeah.
And I love Robbie Lawler for that. He's a genuine true martial artist as well. So it's so long ago with really tough people. And so I'm a big fan of Robbie for years. Santiago Ponzinibbio, what a great fighter, really good fighter.
Correct.
Very tough as nails, very good stand-up fighter, very good chain wrestling and jiu-jitsu. I'm gonna go though with Robbie Lawler by knockout in the second. It's gonna be second or third, but I think second. But you know what? I'm gonna go third again. I'm gonna go knockout in the third for Robbie Lawler. I think Santiago's gonna blow himself out, because it's gonna be one of those fights where they both blow themselves out. And I swear to you, as we've learned, Robbie Lawler has 15 lungs. Remember, Robbie Lawler has 14 lungs, 15 lungs. He's probably gonna find a lung under his foot somewhere.
Yeah, and one of the cornermen is just gonna hit that foot, man, bro. Hey, wake up! Yay! Are you ready?
14 more punches.
14.
And one of those lands, and our boy Ponzinibbio goes to sleep. So that's how I think it's gonna go. Vishen.
Yes, sir.
Oh, the co-main event of the evening.
The evenings.
A lightweight fight bout between Paddy the Baddie Pimlet versus Jared Gordon. Who wins and how?
The pride of the Merseyside. The man that loves to go to Anfield. Paddy the Baddie is fighting. Can you believe it? His 4th fight in the UFC. He's an enigma. He's an international superstar. Everybody loves him. People around the world know who he is. He has crazy knockout power. And you can't really say much else about his fighting, because he finishes his fight in the first round.
You don't really know?
You don't really know. However, he does have a problem going to decision. We've seen it before in his record. Most of the losses are by decision. And now we go to our boy Jared Gordon, who has 4 out of 5 wins, every single one of them being decision. However, as much as I believe Jared Gordon might have something in him to weather the storm, I don't think he does. I think Paddy the Baddie wins by knockout, first round. Ooh. Good night, my brother, good night.
Ooh. Okay, so this is an interesting one for me. Paddy the Baddie. Wow, taken the UFC by storm, absolute storm. He actually turned him down twice.
Oh.
Said, nah, I'm not ready for the UFC yet.
Yes,
I already had
Paddy,
some losses. Nah, I'm working on me. When I'm ready, you'll know. What a fighter. Paddy as both of these fighters each have a quality that I see in champions of the UFC. I'm not necessarily saying they're going to be champions, or who knows, we'll see. You never know what these fighters' paths are, but the quality I see in Paddy the Baddy, we obviously know the loop punches, yeah, this is amazing, but he makes it a fight. And it's something I've seen in really, really good champions or champions. They usually give their opponent very little time to actually fight their fight, because they're so busy trying to defend what this person is doing. And Paddy's like that. He makes it really difficult to fight. Glover Teixeira versus Yuri Brashka, literally, it was stumbling and falling, and you don't know what they're doing. They look like they're having an MMA fight, then they look like they're playing in the NFL. Then it looks like they're playing basketball. They look like they're doing, one of them or both of them, Valentina Shevchenko. You know, mayors, chairman, presidents on a stage in a hall at a primary school. They have this uncanny ability to make it a real fight, a dog fight, and before you know it, it's over, and you're like, what happened? That's Paddy the Baddy. He's so electric and explosive. He has big, loopy hooks, and he throws them with intention.
Boom.
And if he corners you, oh, it's so tough to get out of that.
Yes, sir.
Jared Gordon, though, I'm such a huge fan. Always have been for a long time. Former addict, as most of us knows. And why I mention it is because he's such a great speaker and spokesperson for, you know, people struggling with mental health or addiction, or, you know, like, he's such a great role model and a real person. Like, as humans, often most of the time we pretending that we don't make mistakes, and he's someone that goes, it's okay to make a mistake, you know what I mean? We're all human. Like, pick yourself up, realize that's not the life you want for yourself, and get some help, and you could end up, you know, achieving your goals and your dreams.
You could be co-main eventing UFC 282.
Just say that again.
You could be co-main eventing UFC 282.
The top of the food chain. It's supposed to happen, I guess, right? To almost everybody. Some are just different. Jared Gordon, the quality that I've seen in Jared Gordon is that he has the ability to change the way he's fighting from within the round or at the end of the round. I've seen Jared Gordon lose the first round convincingly, being outstriked like everything, really just not looking present. And then round two, he's boom inside the range, and he's collar tying people, and he's making things scrappy, and he's wrestling you, chain wrestling you into the fence, and he's clinching with you, and he's making things ugly, he's throwing elbows, and you're on the ground, you're getting ground and pounded by him, and he's a constant threat, and he's got a lot of volume, he's got great gas tank, and so it makes for a really interesting fight.
100%.
But Paddy the Baddy is probably gonna hook him out in the first round. I'm gonna go for Paddy the Baddy knockout in the first. Just because I think Chad is not going to be able to get away for too long. And will he be able to survive the first, second, or third wave? I don't know, but I don't think so.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Fishy, the main event of the evening is not the one we thought we were going to be speaking about. Feel so sorry for my Uncle Glover.
Yo,
Papalali.
Oh, this was going to be a great fight.
Oh, man.
This was going to be the fight that should headline the December card. You know, it's the end of the year. It's always such a big card. Last year's card. Oh my god.
After that first fight?
Yes.
Oh, and then obviously tragic news. Yuri Brashka really does his shoulder in really badly apparently, and boom, he's out. And then Glover did not want to take the Ankalaev fight on such short notice because it's a different fight. I understand that he's not got many left in his tank.
Yeah.
Treat him good.
Yeah, and you're gonna give Magomed Ankalaev. No.
You don't want that problem on this type of notice. Nah.
No.
So I actually agree with his decision, and I think it's the best one. And since he isn't the champion, you know what? Fight the winner.
Yeah.
You know, in March or April, maybe whenever. Fight
Whenever.
when you have time to prepare for them. Especially for him. He deserves it. Right?
100%.
So it's actually working out, I guess, the best that it could. He could have not got the shot again. I hope he does get the shot. I think he will. Anyway, so the fight we do have is Jan Blachowicz, the former champion, versus a newcomer in Magomed Ankalaev. Vishen, who wins and how?
So, my brother Jan Blachowicz is coming off 4 out of 5 wins, only losing to the former champion, Mr. Glover Teixeira. We know this man likes to keep it on the feet, right? last time he submitted someone was Nikita Krylov 8 fights ago. You know what I mean? He has a punch that can send you into space. He will destroy you. He will. But one thing to remember about Jan Blachowicz, the man is 39 years old. That power could slowly be leaving the man as age catches up with him. So who knows? However, he's versing Magomed Ankalaev. You know how many wins, my brave?
How many, Vishen?
He's coming off 9 wins. Since the last time he lost, and that wasn't in the UFC. Mr. Ankalaev might be from Dagestan, but he's not here to submit you. He's here to hit you with them hands. He's here to hit you with them kicks. He is literally knocked people out of every limb he could possibly knock somebody out of.
Yep.
This is going to end badly for somebody. And I unfortunately think it's going to end badly for my brother Jan Blachowicz. I think Magomed Ankalaev takes this one in the second by TKO.
Wow, big statement, bold statement. Who knows? What I think, Vishen, I think Jan Blachowicz, the Polish power of Jan Blachowicz it's something to behold. I really do think so. But I think usually it's when he lands on somebody, he's got really good grappling. Obviously, let's not forget that he trains with killers. The gym they have going on is crazy. Maurice Puzinowski, among many others, they're grappling all the time. They are very diverse. They're really MMA. They've been really training MMA for years, like at a seriously high level. So Jan will be able to have many tools to rely on if he needs, if it gets there. So I'm not worried about Jan in that sense. And Jan has Polish power, legendary Polish power. He also saw a dead man hanging in the forest and cut the rope so that he could get the rope and make him bangle for good luck. So he's also an MSP, I must say. And then he's fighting Magomed Ankalaev, who is this huge Dagestani beast who just seems so nice and unnecessarily big. And he's 18-1 in his total record. He's got the stand-up fighting of a damn lightweight. I mean, like what can't we say about Magomed Ankalaev? He throws with bad intentions every single time. He's not too fast and all willy-nilly. He does it with intention, with plan. He does not get carried away. He's so smart and tactical. He picks his battles, and if he sees an opening, he finishes the opening. So, I'm gonna go Magomed Ankalaev by submission in the third. I think he's gonna hurt Jan over time, and I think he's gonna land a few, maybe a big body shot or something. Jan's gonna go down. He's gonna get his back and he's gonna choke him out. That's what I think is gonna happen. Or he's gonna get king order or something. I think that's how it's gonna go. I think. But our next segment is face mash up.
Face mash.
Vishy, are you ready?
Yes,
To
sir.
be face mashed.
Yes, sir. Well, what does that mean?
Oh, nothing. Nothing bad. I don't know why I haven't said like that. So, we have 3 face mash ups for Vishy to choose from. And he's usually really unnecessarily good at this. And so, let's see how this goes with the first one. Vishen.
Spent a lot of time looking at fighters' faces.
Yes.
That is.
Who this?
There's definitely a Paddy the Baddie on top.
Ooh, okay.
Looking like Bra from the Beatles.
Yes.
But at the bottom, I have a feeling that is the one and only Mr. Still Knox, Drukers du Plessis.
Ooh, is he right? He is wrong.
Oh!
That is Darren Till. It's a Scouse special for the Scouse.
For the Scouts, that's a Scout special. That is probably what somebody looks like in the stadium whenever we play.
Whenever you play, that's probably what
They
one
look just
fan
like
looks like.
one fan.
I made it a bit weird so that it would be a bit.
No, that's perfect, yo.
So 0 for 1.
Yo.
Let's see.
You
if
know
you-
why? I also remember Darren Till a lot not having facial hair.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes.
Now he has it way more.
Yes, very true. Okay, Vishy, face mashup 2. Who dares?
Ooh, that looked like a real person.
It really does.
Holy shit. What the I don't know. Who? Oh, okay. The top is Polish power.
Ah, yes it is. Jan Blachowicz, that's correct.
And the bottom, the bottom,
He's fighting on the squad.
I think he is.
No, I know he is. If something really bad happens, he's fighting. On the mic.
Jared Gordon.
That is,
Yeah.
that is correct. Well done, Vishy. Well done.
I was gonna go Ilya and then I was like, no wait, hold on.
Okay, Vishy. Who did?
That's Michael Bisping.
Yes. The whole thing.
Rebecca.
That is Michael Bisping.
That's Michael Bisping.
Who's the other one?
Oh, it is actually Michael Bisping.
That is 100%.
Oh wow.
The bottom half is Michael Bisping.
Yo, that is Michael Bisping.
Good
And
call.
the top is I feel like I'm gonna fuck this up. But
He's fighting on the squad.
it's still Knox.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I don't want to mess it up, man. I don't want to be the bra from South Africa who didn't notice druk is op pussy twice. I don't want to be that bra.
Well done, Vishy. That's 2 out of 3 for
2 out of
the
3.
Space mashup. Let's go.
Sa my matric results, hey.
Our next segment is pick one or kick one.
Pick one, oh, pick one.
Vishy, in quick fire questions, quick fire answers, please.
Yes,
Alex
sir.
Pereira or Hamza Chimaev? I thought we might as well debate to have a small say on this.
Yo, that's an interesting one.
Got to pick
'Cause-
one and kick one.
But you know what? I go with Hamza.
You're picking him?
I go with him because I think he can. Alex Pereira, obviously large man, right? But hey, Hamza can get big. Clearly he can't make weight, so
Right?
he can get big, and I think he can definitely challenge.
Yeah, for me too, I would also go kick Alex Pereira. Unfortunately, I really do like him. He's so scary and funny. But I'll kick Alex Pereira and I'll choose Hamza Chimaev for the simple reason that Alex Pereira is that big. And he doesn't have the grappling Chimaev has. And Chimaev is so fast for his size.
Bro.
So I think he'll be able to take Pereira down. And I think he'll be able to land hard shots on him. And he'll be aggressive.
Yeah.
He might get hit to that left hand, who knows. I'll go with Hamza Chimaev. I'll pick
Also, I
him.
just want to see Alex Pereira lose.
Oh.
So that's
Okay, Vishy, pick one or kick one. A first round finish or decision?
ooh, it depends. It definitely depends. Because a first round knockout is like that. Oh, but a decision with a fight that goes back and forth consistently. I'm gonna go with that. I think I'm gonna go with the decision that goes back and forth consistently.
1000%. Sometimes I think, oh, that was so early.
Yeah.
16 seconds, Connor. Connor. Why are you gonna be like this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's obviously, it's like the fun factor is like wow, but that going deep, oh, it's
But
something.
the
oh,
wow,
my favorite.
it's a different feeling, but it's much more entertaining.
100%. Well, I also prefer. Okay, Vishy, last one for pick one or kick one. A first round KO or a first round submission?
Ooh. A first round KO. A first round submission is fun to see and it's fun to watch. Obviously, somebody goes through the motions of actually taking somebody down and choking them, putting them in a triangle, twisting them, whatever they do. I think that's very interesting. I think it's very technical. But just seeing a first round knockout, like we just said now, with it's just that wow. Like sometimes it's almost underwhelming when somebody gets submitted too easily because it's quite obvious that the other person can't keep up at all. You know what I mean? But it also depends on who does it, right?
Truth.
So if somebody that's like really skilled and you know they're gonna do it, and just being amazed by the way they do it and how they do it is also very interesting. But I think I'll still go with the first round knockout.
So I completely get it. I would go first round submission, genuinely, because for me personally, when somebody dominates another person on the ground that way, it makes me go like, ooh.
True.
Like, ooh, that's scary. That
is
means
scary.
if I'm standing there, I always think that means if I'm lying there and this man and I half go to sleep and I don't go to sleep, he's gonna jump on me. He's gonna do things, and I'm like, oh, no, uncle, stop, stop,
uncle.
That for me is like, wow. Like
it's also very, very like it takes your masculinity away a little bit. Like it's like,
you know what I'm saying?
It's like yo, this bra controlled me.
Oh shit.
And he submitted me like I am his girlfriend. he just like mentally fucked me right now. Like that's like, you know what I mean?
Think about that. A part of you had to give up for that to happen.
Yes, bruh.
It's do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's bad about the striking or being knocked out is Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley. It's the, I hate to mention that, but I just mention that for this factor. It's like the and you're like you know what I mean? Like
true.
Like you know what I mean? Like so yeah, I just feel like the wow factor is amazing, but it's like if someone gets knocked out, in my perspective, it's like, oh, that sucks, and or like for that person, but you're like, okay, like I get that, like that goes viral because it looks of the way of the aesthetics of the knockout.
Yes.
But and I like it too, but I just prefer something like that, boom, stalemate and a takedown and a dominance and a fancy moves and doing backflips and head spins and do a twist or a tornado or a kimura or a triangle. It's just I just love it. Who said that?
Who said that?
Fishy, I want to know. Someone said this line. Do you know who? Scousers don't get knocked out. It's not factually. I hate to be that guy, but I just not Scousers anybody. But okay, Scousers don't get knocked out. I still love the line. I mean, who said that?
Darnto.
Ooh.
No. It's Paddy now.
Oh, for one, it is Paddy. I'm gonna take your first answer just because
yes, no, of course,
technical.
Of course.
You did get it right.
I had a feeling it was probably him. I had a feeling, but I almost felt like it was maybe an older line than those.
No, yeah, it's definitely Paddy the Baddy. Okay, who said that number 2? You are what you think you are. Fighting on the squad main event. Someone. You are what you think you are. It is obviously a line derived from a different line of somebody else more famous and a longer time ago who said this, but it's just a shortened version and this person has said it. You are what you think you are. Main card, one of the main card fighters.
Trying to think, who could this be?
You are what you think you are.
Oh, what you think you are. Robbie Lawler.
Our very own Driekus Du Plessis.
Oh shit!
Driekus Du Plessis, bro. You are what you think you are. That man is a champion, son. Beautiful. It's 0 for 2, Vishy. Will this one make up for it or not? Let's see. Who said this, Vishy? You're about to get fucked in the name of Jesus. Let me do that again. Vishy, who said that number 3? You are about to get fucked in the name of Jesus. I don't mean to laugh at the end, but you're about to get fucked in the name of Jesus. Who said that? I don't condone. Someone said it. Who said that?
Yo, it's a mad lie.
Who would say, think about who's on the main card?
Darn.
Think about who. Don't finish that sentence. That name. It's not that person. Think about who's on the main card. It has bars, son.
Ooh. Bryce Mitchell, Thug Nasty.
There we go.
Yo,
you got it.
that's a great line.
It's a Thug Nasty. He was talking to Movlev Evloev.
Evloev. Yo, what a name.
Movsar Evloev. He's talking about the guy who was supposed to be fighting on this card. He happens to be Muslim, and I don't want to. I stopped the quote there because I didn't want to say he said something else after that. He shouldn't say, but I won't judge him for that. Do what you want to do, bro. But yeah, like you're about to get. He obviously said this line because his opponent is of a different religion. It's just funny. It's
super funny.
That's all for Fighting Out of Cape Town UFC 282 preview with myself, Zaz, and your boy
Vicious.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Fucker, come drink us,
Yo, run. Let's go, boys. Back at home.
Team CIT, we behind him.
Team CIT. Let's go.